Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CeeLo Show. Welcome back, and thanks for watching me. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be talking today about UFC Vegas 53. Today, the main event is going to be Marlon Chito Vera against Rob Font. As far as I know, I watched the weigh-ins this morning, and it looks like Font missed weight, so that doesn't look good for Font. At the same time, it looks pretty good for Chito Vera because I can definitely see this fight being a number one contender fight. Maybe he will get a title shot after this, depending of how dominant the fight can be. I'm really cheering for Chito Vera just because he's a Latino. I come from Mexico, so I'm following the Latinos. Um, Rob Font is a scary motherfucker, so I wouldn't really take it too easy, especially now that he missed weight. He's gonna probably be a bit bigger, but who knows? We will see tonight. So Marlon Chito Vera is on a 2 fight win streak. His most noticeable fights will be Frankie Edgar and Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley says that he didn't lose the fight. He did. He got injured, and it's a loss. A loss is a loss. Good for Chito because then he moved up in the rankings, and his last fight that he lost was against Jose Aldo. Speaking of Jose Aldo, he also beat Rob Font the last time as well. That was Rob Font's last fight too. For Rob Font, this will be the third main event in a row. So definitely the UFC and Alco Dana, they really like him. He's an exciting, like I said, he's an exciting guy. He always comes in ready to fucking kill or be killed. So he's a fun guy. That being said, he's also he lost against Jose Aldo. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, so he lost against Jose Aldo. Um, but before that, he was actually on a 4 fight winning streak. His most noticeable fights, most noticeable, yeah, we'll say fights that he won will be Marlon Moraes, what I believe he already retired just a couple months ago. Once again, another killer in the bantamweight division. He challenged for the belt, so that's always a good sign that when you get a win over a challenger like that. The other person is Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez actually is not in the UFC anymore, but he's at Bellator right now, and he's the current bantamweight champ. So that looks good for Font as well. That he beat it. Most recent champ. He had Sergio Perez had potential to be champ in the UFC, but he wasn't as good as his brother. As you know, it's Anthony Pettis. Most of you MMA fans will know who I'm talking about. And one of the other noticeable fight that he was against Cody Garbrandt. Sorry, Cody Garbrandt. He's actually a really good fighter. He beat Dominic Cruz to become the bantamweight champ. That fight was crazy. If he comes back to the same guy that he was before, like that, I can see him being in a top 10 again. Unfortunately, Cody Garbrandt right now is not looking good. He's been having more loss than wins. He had a really nice win before fighting Font, but it's not looking good for him. That being said, good for Font. Like I said, this is his third main event in a row, so kudos for him. That being said, Font is ranked number 5 in the bantamweight division. Going back to Chito Vera, he's actually ranked number 8. So hopefully Chito Vera gets this win. I'm cheering for Chito Vera personally because I'm a Latino. He's from Ecuador, so I really like the guy. I really enjoy his microphone skills as well, and he's a pretty humble guy too. So let's see. I'm really hoping for the best for Chito Vera, but we will see. I'm sorry, guys. That being said, we're gonna go to the co-main event now. I'm looking at my notes, so my apologies. It's gonna be Andrea Arlovsky against Jake Collier. Andrei Arlovsky has been in the UFC for a long time. He used to be an ex heavyweight champ, probably about more than 10 years ago. I'm not quite exactly sure, maybe even a bit more. um, he was a champ before I even started watching MMA. So, I mean, I started watching MMA when Chris Weidman beat Anderson Silva, and Anderson Silva broke his leg. That was the first time that I was really exposed to MMA, and since then I was in love for the sport. Fucking balls deep. I try not to miss a fight night, or I try not to miss a pay per view. Um, Sometimes I buy them, sometimes I don't, depending on the money, right? As you all know. But yeah. That being said, I'm going back into the fight again. I'm going sideways now. Um, yeah, Andrew, like I said, Andrew Arlovsky has been in the UFC for a while. He's a freaking killer. He's fighting this new uh, comers coming into the UFC. His last few fights, he's looking pretty good. I mean, I guess he's not, an elite fighter like he used to, but man, he's still doing it. At his age, I'm impressed. Man, he's older than me, and he's even doing more things than I am. Yeah, that doesn't look good, eh? Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Sorry about the camera work. I am gonna be investing a little bit more on the podcast. For a while, I was away. I wasn't able to get all the stuff, getting all the stuff together. But I'm doing my best, and I will be recording like this, maybe this one and one more, and hopefully in the near future I will be more equipped. But bear with me, guys. Now I'm gonna be moving into wrestling now. I really enjoy wrestling as well. That's one of the first contact sports. Some people don't call it a sport. Some people call it just like a soap opera. Um, I really enjoyed it since the first time I watched wrestling. I grew up watching lucha libre in Mexico, and for me that was fun always to watch that. So I always liked that. And then when I first came to Canada, which was back in 2002, I remember turning on the TV and TSN, and I remember watching Raw. And at that time, it was HBK against Triple H. I believe it was a SummerSlam. They had a feud for a while. Anyways, I got hooked. But one of the wrestlers that really really got me into it, and I really thought of like, wow, I can see this wrestler representing my culture, and that wrestler is Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero for me was the fucking sorry, it was the freaking man. His whole persona, man, bringing his lucha libre style. He was great in the microphone. He was freaking hilarious. He had so many great moments. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2005. And since then, I've been following WWE. It's been good, but for a while, it got a little pretty like repetitive. Kind of seemed like the storylines were getting always the same. It looks like they don't get any, or by the sound of it, it sounds like they don't get any creative freedom to write their own stories and stuff like that anymore. So some of those wrestlers have moved into this new company that I am really happy to talk about, which is AEW. Now, this company got me excited again about wrestling because now I see all these. Actually, what really excites me about is that I feel like they do have more freedom, doing with creating their own storylines and picking their own opponents and having amazing storylines. Like I said, I keep saying storylines, but it's a good thing when there's a storyline in wrestling because one makes it makes you watching more and more and more. That being said, so one of my favorite wrestlers right now there is Sammy Guevara. He's one of the younger guys. He's gonna be a champ pretty soon, probably within the company. I hope. If not, he might be going to WWE. I'm not sure. Going back into AEW though. So yeah, as I was saying, Sammy Guevara is freaking awesome. There's also some Mexican wrestlers, which I'm really happy about because they mix it up. They bring Japanese wrestlers, they bring Mexican wrestlers, even British wrestlers as well. So I really like these two wrestlers that I really enjoy from Mexico. Is Penta Oscuro, Cero Miedo. If you guys like wrestling, you might know who I'm talking about. And then his brother, Ray Phoenix. They're freaking awesome, freaking awesome. What they do in the ring, and once again, the storyline is freaking awesome too. Yeah, it just brings me back to my childhood. Like I said, when I first started watching wrestling, and how, like, excited and happy I was to see it. So definitely, wrestling, it's the golden days of wrestling again, I will say, in my perspective. That being said, everybody has their own opinion, right? Sorry about my throat. I think I should have grabbed some water. I'll figure that out next time. I'm reading my notes. I'm reading my notes. Don't worry. Don't worry. The other thing, speaking of Sammy Guevara, he this past week he had a really good match, and he wanted to defend his belt. Unfortunately, he lost it. I think it was good for him. I mean, he's a great wrestler, but the way he was treating the title was a bit. He wasn't the greatest. Ah, he's, like I said, he knows better. He's a professional. I'm not, but just in my perspective, I'm glad that they took the belt from him. And the guy who took the belt from him is a Scorpio Sky. Once again, it's another amazing wrestler. It was a ladder match. Sorry. And yeah, it was amazing. I was like jumping, like, from couch to couch, because I was like, what? All these crazy moves they were doing. Super athletic, both of them. And yeah, Scorpius Sky ended up taking the win. And yeah, so now he's a two-time TNT champion. Oh man, another great match. It was I I met this tag team wrestlers in AEW. They're called FTR, and their name is Dax and Cash. Yep, Dax and Cash. They had an amazing match this past week. He actually brought me back. It actually reminded me watching some of the '80s WWE. They did a lot of they were basically representing the '80s, and it was such a technical match. It was a classic. So if you guys want to go and watch it, that would be great. If you guys enjoy wrestling, you should go watch it, because that was a fucking awesome match. I'm sorry, freaking awesome match. YouTube, don't take me down, please. What else in here? Oh, another thing that looks pretty good in the AEW right now too is CM Punk is gonna be fighting the champ, which is Hangman Page, for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk has come back and he's making noise. He is helping the new up and comer wrestlers, which is great. I don't follow him like I used to before. Like I said, I'm trying to follow the new guys as much as possible. And yeah, let's see who wins this match. I think CM Punk is not gonna win the belts. I don't see CM Punk wearing the belt in the company, but who knows? They will figure it out. Now, moving on. Well, other thing that I wanted to just mention it was about Elon Musk. Elon Musk recently purchased Twitter for $43 billion. Um, my opinion, just my opinion. He wants to make sure that everyone has freedom of speech in there, that they can talk about whatever they want and they're not gonna be taken down like they used to before. I like it, some parts of it. There are some parts that I don't like because some people are gonna take it to the next level, like on anything. So that's only just my opinion on it. I just wanted to mention it because it's just something that it's being, in the news for the past. Well, it started about 2 weeks ago when he acquired Twitter. Well, he actually went to the company and said, "Hey, I wanted to maybe buy part of it," but then he sit down with investors and he's like, "No, I want the whole thing, and I want to buy it for 43 billion," and he did. So let's see how that looks. I don't have Twitter, so I don't really know much about it. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Another. Oh, what is another? Oh, actually, I looked at Elon Musk net worth, and his net worth is $264 billion. Like, what? He can change the world. I hope you do, Elon Musk. I really hope that. I know you're a very, you're a genius. Yeah, I know you want to take people to Mars, but that would be great if maybe you can help. Maybe I wouldn't say it's really hard to get rid of world hunger. I know it's gonna be a big task, but with that kind of money that he has, I think he can definitely make a little dent on that, and hopefully he gets to help people who are unfortunate. But we will see. I don't know. I mean, I don't have that kind of money. I will say that maybe when you have that kind of money, people change. I don't think he's a bad person. Maybe he does want good things for the world, but so far I seen from him that he just keeps buying companies, and yeah, yeah, it's a cool dude. I watched his interview with Joe Rogan. Um, I lost interest because he's very like he just whatever they were talking about. I just not into it really. Like I said, hopefully Elon Musk. Hopefully you can help the world. But yeah, let's see. Now, I really wanted to do a shout out to Chris Van Vild. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right. I really follow that guy and his podcast. I think he's a very positive dude, and that's a reason why I wanted to start doing recording, recording in my channel and talking about what I like, which is MMA and wrestling. So he's definitely one of the guys that inspires me to do this. And once again, like I said, he's super positive, and I really like him. And man, I really look up to you. Another person that I really look up to, and some people don't like him as much, is Brendan Schaub. I think he's a. I like him. I like his comedy. I know some people don't like his comedy. He some people think that he just took fame from Joe Rogan, which hey, he did. They're best friends, and he took leverage out of that. And I think anyone that will have an opportunity like that, they will take it. So I don't hate the guy. The guy is making wave. The guy is, he has his own channel, the Thick Boy channel. Guys, check it out. It's actually pretty good. If check it out. If you don't like it, I get it. But I gotta say, Brendan Schaub for me, cool guy. So shout out to him. He's another person that I always watch his podcast, and I always gain a lot of knowledge from it, and just the way he just represents himself. I really like it, and I like that he bet on himself and he started his own channel and he started his own thing. Speaking of his own thing, you should guys watch his new stand-up comedy. It's I believe it's called. Do, 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 do. It's Gringo Papi. He actually married a Mexican woman, so he's shitting on Mexicans in a funny way. Like I said, you cannot take this guy seriously. It's a stand up, right? It was funny. This is the first time I actually seen a stand up from him. I haven't seen any of this stuff before, but I do follow him on YouTube, and like I said, he's hilarious. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, check it out. It's quite funny. It's pretty short too. It's only about 20 to 25 minutes, so you won't take that much out of your time. Well, I think that will be it, guys. Once again, I'm sorry about the camera work and all this setup. This is gonna be just temporarily, like I said. I am gonna be investing a little more on the podcast, so hopefully in a few more episodes, then I will be improving better in the camera and probably on my speech as well. And yeah, I think I will just get better and better as I do this more and more. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Any comments, just leave it down below. Good ones, bad ones, whatever. I take them all. I try not to see the negative ones as much as possible, but sometimes it's hard not to. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any comments, if you guys want me to add anything into the conversation, let me know. Please like and subscribe, and hope to see you guys very soon. I'll be back soon. Bye.